Hello, Stagey fam.
Oh my god, hi.
It's me, Aeron James, and...
GFC, so good. Mickey Joe Theatre, hello.
And we are in London on a bank holiday Monday for a full Wizard of Oz themed day. And that does not mean that we're seeing Wicked. So, what are we off to today, Mickey? Oh, you can't get the stuff.
We're going to see Andrew Lloyd Webber's The Wizard of Oz at the London Palladium.
Yes, and then...
And then we're going to a Wizard of Oz themed afternoon tea.
But we've just gone to London, and so what is the first thing we do, Mickey?
We listen to TFL announcements. It's not for us.
We're seeing the matinee. Well, I guess it's an early performance of the show.
It's a 2 o'clock matinee, but like it's a special like bank holiday Monday matinee, because normally you wouldn't have matinees on a Monday.
So we've just headed to the nearby Leon to go and get some GFC and a coffee and a cookie, because Leon is probably one of the best gluten-free fast food places in the city. So I fully recommend going there if you're looking for kind of a light bite snacky lunch. Leon is our go-to.
We're having the afternoon tea at like 4:30, which is kind of a weird time to eat.
It's like a proper afternoon tea.
Yeah, this is like snacky bites just to tide us over through the show, because my stomach will rumble. That's happened before in the theatre.
Yes.
So we just got off the Elizabeth line at Bond Street, the Hanover Square exit, which has a Leon and a Pret, and is about 7 minutes walk from the London Palladium. So nice little travel hack if you'd rather get on the Elizabeth line, which is sometimes just easier because it's quick and it's a lot more spacious and a lot more chill, we find, than getting on like the Central line comparatively.
Excellent.
But also I want to tell you how we got these tickets today, because I have been aware that Wizard of Oz is ending and we haven't seen it. So I set an alarm this morning to wake up at 9:50 to do the rush, and my alarm went off and I turned it off my phone, and then I rolled over and I went back to sleep for another 1 hour and 40 minutes. Do not judge me, we were up late last night, it's a bank holiday weekend. But I absentmindedly then checked at 11:30, I was like, they won't have rush tickets, and they didn't. So I then looked at other things, and then I checked back and they had put more on. This sometimes happens on the Today Tix app. Even though all the rush tickets initially go on sale at 10 AM, sometimes they will add more in later in the day. If there are tickets that they want to get rid of, they may like mark them down and put them on as rush tickets. Is Aeron still with me? Yes. So 2 tickets turned up in the stalls, row N, for £25, and I grabbed them, and then we immediately started getting ready because we didn't have much time. But we're here, we made it, and I'm very excited that we're going to be seeing the show.
We've already made it to the theatre.
Not even a 7-minute walk, like 5 minutes.
You literally go to the edge of a square, cross Regent Street, and you're there. Really easy, really quick. And we are right by the London Palladium, which you can see back there, which has the title of the show on the front. And right there, what used to be a Topshop Topman is now becoming an IKEA. Like the first ever central London, like central London IKEA. They even have the hanging bag handles to make it all look like a bag while they create it. Have fun. We found the merch booth. They've already sold out the keyring. Then you got pins, which are always my fave because we collect them. Dorothy red shoes, socks. Have fun. And then all the t-shirts over here, they're such good designs, like this pullover, the Lions one. I think Mickey's gonna get that one, and then I think I might get the cheeky lion one. Look at this cute display that they have. All Aussians should keep their fingers and toes off the display. And also thank you so much to the kind front of house member that showed us how to actually get to the main merchandise booth, because it's through there. You come up from down in the stores bar up to here, and you go through that door, and then they can show you how to get to the merchandise. Look at these pins. So Mickey, what do we get?
It's possible that we just spent £99 on merchandise at the merch booth, but story time. I was here the other day for Death Note, and I was like, man, that merch is cute, and I couldn't get it because I was not here for the Wizard of Oz, so they couldn't sell me Wizard of Oz merchandise. But we got Toto. This is the Courage, Brains and Heart t-shirt. This pullover, which I love a pullover, and this is beautiful.
It's right behind Mickey, you can see it on that.
There you go. And we got pins for your pin board, for your Stagey pin board, and a programme for the programme collection.
Which is interesting as well, because we've got one from Leicester.
We do? Oh yeah, we do.
So it's just a different cast.
Yeah.
See how much has changed. And here's the runtime. 1 hour 5 minutes Act 1, 20-minute interval, and then a 15-minute Act 2. And this is our view, which is pretty incredible to say we got these on the day.
We are in the stalls, we're in N23 and 24.
It's nice actually to see how it's expanded a bit from Leicester Curve, but still feels very similar.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's similar, it's the same production, but you get my drift. It's nice to see that it's scaled up.
Now my thought process, when I was getting these this morning, I saw N come up. on the Today Ticks app and I was like, is that too far back? So I looked online at like some pictures from these seats. But my thing is, as long as we're in front of the overhang, which we are, just about, or we're just beneath the overhang, but it's not in our field of view, then I don't mind. But I think these might be the best seats I've ever had in the Palladium. I mean, we've been like front of the circle before, but I so rarely sit stalls here.
I think we had better for Beauty and the Beast.
I think we had very similar for Beauty and the Beast. But you're right, yeah, it was somewhere around here. I think that is the only other time I've ever been in the stalls at the Palladium. Happy to be here.
So we're in the interval, and it's quite fun because they bring down the safety curtain. All theatres have to bring down a safety curtain
They
to
have to
prove
show
that
you they have one.
yeah, it's basically these iron curtains exist to prove that if a fire happened on the other side of that curtain, it would not come into the auditorium. This is because so many theatres famously have set alight and burnt.
Yeah, nothing's caught ablaze recently, but it was
it's
notable enough when
historical.
it did happen that people haven't really got over it.
Yeah,
so
it's because of the history.
Yeah.
So they want to show, and perfect timing, then they raise it.
out it goes.
So it has to prove that it can come down and go up in case anything happened. They would be able to bring it down during the show, and they show it during the interval as proof. So we've just come out of the show.
I flew briefly.
It was to Into the World of the Witches.
I was very into it.
Oh, I have to say one of my favourite things of the show. One is Toto, because
Puppet Toto. Puppet
such a
Toto can do so
well
many
done.
things. Like, there's so many things
So
that an
expressive.
actual dog couldn't do. Like, you couldn't get an actual dog to stand on its hind legs and go "Wah, wah, 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 wah," like that.
it was so good. Love Toto. Loved Toto when we saw it in Leicester, but I loved it today because we were closer, so I could properly like see the mannerisms and stuff. And Toto is very distracting when he's eating popcorn on the side of the stage.
That was cute.
But also, one of my favourite things is to do with the set design, or projection design, is the clever poster names
Love
for musical
this.
shows.
Yes, watch out for this when they're doing Merry Old Land of Oz. It's like Times Square inspired
Yeah.
backdrop on the screen at the back, and so they have these parody theatre posters.
Yes, you have the larking, you have
Margaret Hamilton rather than Hamilton, so those are both tributes to the film cast.
Yes.
Margaret Hamilton played the Wicked Witch of the West, if you don't know.
Emerald instead of Frozen.
Yeah, I don't know if I
Emerald.
got that, as to why, like, what Emerald had to do with Frozen.
I think it was just like that one word that like you could do.
It worked.
It worked.
The Phantom of Oz, sure.
The Phantom of Oz was
West
fun.
Witch Story.
Loved. There was a Hairspray one, but I kept missing it with
I know,
the word.
I never saw what the Hairspray one actually was.
So I thought it said Osmopolitan, but then I wasn't sure if that was correct.
I know.
So if you know what the Hairspray one is, because you very, very briefly see what it is,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments below if you see it in London or on tour, or you seen it before and take a note. So now, where are we off to, Mix?
We are heading off to Wizard of Oz themed afternoon tea at the Soho Hotel, which I
Yes.
think is part of the Ferndale Hotel. I don't know, it was on the same website. I don't know.
So, and this, if you watch my Day in the Life of the PR video, or if you haven't, you can head to that, and you'll notice it's the same place where I went to host the Theatre Camp press screening. So that's kind of fun, it's the same place. I was like, oh wait, I know that place. Exciting. And hopefully, Mickey did a call beforehand to check that they did gluten-free.
They said that like everything can be done gluten-free. Now we're booked in for the 4:30, which is in 5 minutes. There's also a 20-minute grace period, so we should be fine. But I think most people do it before the show, and we're going to try and do it after.
Yeah, and just as a heads up, this afternoon tea is only running until the show's on. So unfortunately after this, it won't be on anymore, so you can't do this separately. But this is a good sign that this might be a thing for future shows.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we
keep
love
your
feeding.
eyes out. I was right, it's the same place. This is the same place where I was on my Day in the Life of a PR video. And I was going here to welcome all the press to watch Theatre Camp. And now we're back for an afternoon tea themed to The Wizard of Oz. So we've ordered.
Yes. What have we ordered?
Yeah.
Afternoon tea.
So here's the menu. We're here for a Wizard of Oz afternoon tea. Mickey's gone for the version with a cocktail, and I've gone for one of the spritz on here as well as one of the teas. So you've got unlimited amounts of tea, coffee, hot chocolate. These are all the teas you've got, and then this is the list of all the food, and we've gone for one gluten-free and one normal, so that, yay, I can eat with Mickey. Yay!
Oil can.
And Mickey is now having the hot melted silver. So it has Kettle One vodka, lychee liqueur, coconut milk, chili, and lime.
Actually, it's flavourful. The chili takes a second. Now it's hit.
Oh, the chili is hit, Michael. And I have an Acre Rosé Spritz. This is Acre Rosé Vermouth, English Sparkling Wine, London Essence, White Peach, and Jasmine Soda. It's very fancy. Ooh, which is a bit like a Schlur. It's a bit like a boozy Schlur. So they've arrived. So this is the gluten-free version. And then this is the regular version of the Wizard of Oz one. So my one's not really themed to Wizard of Oz because of the comparables to make sure it's gluten-free for me. But what's nice is they've made sure that I have as many as Mickey has. So which is nice. So I have the same quantity of everything. I just don't have the specific things that they can't make gluten-free. Unfortunately, it's a lot of the Wizard of Oz themes, but it's just so good that I can still have a full afternoon tea. So there is the Emerald City Blackberry Macaroon. There is the Strawberry and Custard Ruby Slipper, the Over the Rainbow Lemon Swiss Roll, and the Red Velvet Toto Cupcake. So I can have the macaroon as well. And then the food down below is smoked salmon, dill and lemon on granary, cucumber and tarragon cream cheese on basil bread, rare roast beef and mustard mayonnaise on white, and pork and red apple sausage roll. And then below we have scones, and I have gluten-free scones. How cool! And I think I have most of the food, but just all on gluten-free bread. And I believe this is a I think that's a watermelon and chocolate mousse and a fruit tart. And we have the scones. I'm going cream first. I think in my head it's like butter. Like the idea you butter your bread and then you put your filling on top. I think I've had both ways, but currently I'm in a cream first mood. Comment below if you have a way around, if you're the other way around, the same way around, if you have a very strong opinion, and why. I'm always intrigued what the reasons why people think it should be one way or the other. Afternoon tea complete.
It was lovely. I haven't had many afternoon tea. I think I've only done it once before, but that was very nice. We should do it more often.
Yeah, it's always really nice as well when they do a gluten-free option, so then it meant that we could both happily enjoy it and have like the same amount, so it wasn't like me being more hungry at the end, etc. And we only had one pot of tea, but we could have had a lot more.
Could have had more tea. I enjoyed the tea. I'm not much of a tea drinker. I don't know if I needed the cocktail. I was sort of taken aback by the fact that I had like water and a teapot and a cocktail. It was just a lot to drink. The cocktail was nice. It wasn't screaming Wizard of Oz theming to me. I think more obvious would have been I'd have just done a simple like something green and called it an Osmopolitan.
It was really nice.
It was very nice.
And very nice and chilled atmosphere, nice and quiet, which was nice. And they're quite close to one another. It's not around for much longer. It's only around until the end of the show being at the Palladium, so around the 3rd of September. So not long left if you've seen this vlog and want to try it out. But
what was your favourite tier on the afternoon tea stand?
I really like the sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
I quite like the sandwiches. And obviously scones are like
Mine
a
was the
sheer
scones.
love.
The scones reached taste sensation. Everything was lovely, but the scones were full taste sensation. Like with the blackberry jam, my goodness.
Oh, we haven't actually spoken much about the show.
No.
It was a lot of fun. We spoke about our favourite things with the show poster names on it.
I don't know if I'm going to do another review for this production. I could, because I have more thoughts and different thoughts, and my thoughts have kind of evolved, and there are a lot of new performers since we saw it in Leicester last Christmas. I think I enjoyed it a little bit more today.
Yeah, I did as well. I also feel like seeing it in the stalls is a better experience. I think just because the set pieces feel a lot more filling at the stage, whereas I feel like when you're looking down from above, it can feel a lot more spacious and not as many set pieces.
It definitely fit better on the Palladium stage.
Yes.
It feels like there's a sprinkling of pantomime to the way it's been just produced and cast. It feels like a slightly pantomime-ish Wizard of Oz, and so that's also very at home at the London Palladium. As well, this kind of idea of being like a star vehicle-led version of the show, which was nice. I liked when Diane Pilkington appeared in one of the boxes. That was fun. I think they could have done more. Like there was a moment where it snowed. Yeah. We could have had more snow and no one really flew, which we both saw it, the same musical, when it first appeared at the London Palladium in 2011-ish. And then you had people flying and descending from the ceiling and all of that stuff as well. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's an easy, charming watch. Yeah, it's very easy to watch, very cute, and the pairing of Christina Bianco and Diane Pilkington is divine. Camp very gloriousness. Camp. Very camp. Who was your MVP?
Oh, Toto.
Toto MVP. I'm both witches.
Yeah, although Georgina and Laura is like stunning leading lady.
Her vocal performance of Somewhere Over the Rainbow is gorgeous.
Divine.
So good. So classic and yet soulful, beautiful voice.
And she has like such a perfect quality to be that lead that you want to root for in the whole show. Never feels entitled, never feels kind of, never has that thing where you go a bit off them. Just nice and warm and wonderful. So that brings to the end of the vlog. So if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment below, subscribe, let us know which way around you like your jam and your cream, like I said before. Comment with a rainbow. It feels like emoji of the day, rainbow, feels fitting. Thank you everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful, stagey old time. See you later. Bye bye.